Welcome one and all. This is Uncultured Perspective. I'm your host, Iggy Juarez, and with me is my colleague, Mason Stratham.
Greetings and salutations.
Since this is our first show, I'd like to spend the first minute or two to tell our viewers what we're all about. To sum it up, we talk about things in pop culture, dating, science, and technology.
That was well under a minute.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
So, what's on the menu for tonight?
Tonight we start off with a Reddit story. It's about marriage, friendship, betrayal, and a possible urinary tract infection.
Ew!
UTIs are pretty gross.
Ew! You got this story off of Reddit?
Indeed I did. Well, the story starts off with our young married couple. Both age 23, they own a home, and they have been happily married for 4.5 years. Until...
Dun dun dun.
Wifey had an old friend from high school who needed a place to stay.
Guy friend or girlfriend?
Girlfriend.
Girlfriend or a friend that happens to be a girl?
The latter.
I was hoping for the former.
Apparently the friend, let's call her Amy, moved out of her family home due to a bad living situation. She's a single mom of a toddler who happens to be the wife's godson.
Would it be wrong of me to believe, as a young single mother, Amy was raising her child responsibly? Was working to try to put herself to school to try to make a better life for both of them?
It's never wrong to believe in the best of people. But this story is from Reddit, and, well, although you're wrong in your assessment, you're not wrong in wanting to believe.
Thank you, Dr. Phil.
You're welcome. Amy has an immature streak. Wifey's word, not mine. She then rattles off a list of things that she uses and doesn't replace, such as toilet paper, food, laundry detergent, tampons.
Whoa!
You get the picture. So wifey and hubby are upset, since things aren't free and they are now picking up the bill for another adult and a child. Which, in this economy, isn't putting smiles on their faces. Well, maybe Amy's face. Now this is where it starts to get crazy. They can't talk to her because Amy is barely at home. Not because she's working, but because she's out at bars or sleeping with other guys who she's probably picked up at those bars.
She sounds like my ex.
Now that we have established how responsible Amy is, it shouldn't come as no surprise that items in wifey's bedroom seem to be moved.
Money?
No. Small things like nail cutters, makeup, small things. So they cornered Amy, and she swore on a mountain of Bibles that she would never set foot in their bedroom and couldn't even believe that they would think she would. So wifey was left with nothing to say, and the hubby, well, he installed a camera in the kitchen. A camera in the kitchen with a view of their bedroom. It's the only place they could hide a camera without it being seen. A day goes by, and now there's video footage of Amy entering the bedroom. She's in for a minute, and then she's out. The camera sends a text to the hubby. Hubby reports to wifey, and now it's confirmed. Second day, Amy enters the bedroom. She's in, she's out, and she leaves the door open. Wifey comes home and asks Amy if she entered her bedroom, since the door was left open. Amy once again swears up and down. She didn't enter the room. Nothing else is said. Nothing else is done.
I would have thrown her out then.
They needed a smoking gun.
Video proof isn't a smoking gun.
I believe they wanted more evidence, which leads us to the next day. Wifey and hubby were at work. Hubby's camera sends him a text letting him know that the camera's been activated. He logs in, watches, nearly craps himself, and calls wifey. She logs into the camera and watches as Amy opens up the bedroom door, stealthily stretches into the bedside table, quickly stuffs something under her shirt, and dashes towards her room. Moments later, the kitchen camera activates to show Amy washing wifey's vibrator in the sink.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah. She washes it, dried it, and quickly put it back.
Was there a view of Amy's room in the kitchen?
Nothing was mentioned about that. Wifey did mention that she felt sick, disgusted, betrayed, and worried.
Worried? Worried about the vibrator not being fully charged?
Wifey was worried about her health and the health of her husband, since Amy confided to wifey about having a vaginal bacterial infection.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. So now wifey asked, what should she do?
What should she do? What is she? A professional doormat?
Actually, wifey does describe herself as such.
I would start an OnlyFans for that video.
I'm sure that's illegal. But if we were to offer any real advice, what would you advise?
I'm sure everyone would agree to throw her and the ruined vibrator out the door.
And her godson?
Son of a... I forgot about the kid. Okay. I throw out the electronics vandal and call Amy's family to pick up the child. That kid is not safe with a psycho mom like that.
Well, my friend, you and I are in agreement. Once trust is broken and bacterial infections are shared, it's time to quarantine yourself from the offender.
That was gross.
And that's the end. Now, I put the question to our viewers. What would you have done? Let me know in the comments, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.
Wait a minute. We're both assuming the vibrator belonged to the wife. It could have easily have belonged to...
Ciao for now, guys. See you again soon.